What's going on, people? CP3, live from the lab. Sports OTHP, post-game live. Week 15, Commanders, Giants. Ugly loss, 20 to 4, 20 to 12. Drops the Commanders to 7-6-1. Giants go to 8-6. 8-5-1, and move above the Commanders in the playoff race. This game was a frustrating game to watch because there were missed opportunities. You got to talk about the 2 turnovers by Taylor Heineke that loomed large in this game. The 97-yard touchdown drive that the defense didn't make adjustments to cut out the short passing game, which was, the Giants' game plan, which, is the best way to counter when you have an effective front four on a defense, that the quick passing game. And unfortunately, we set in more zone and didn't play more man and let our corners and safeties do what they do best, which is play man. But I didn't even look at the stats, look at the numbers. This was another winnable game that this team let slip through their fingers. And, yeah, this was a winnable game. And hopefully the game doesn't cost them or put them out of the playoff position. Appreciate y'all tuning in. What's up, Tim? What's up, JD? What's up, Greg? What's up, Jerome? Appreciate you sharing, Robbie. Feel free to chime in with your thoughts on what you saw and some of the things that bothered you. I got to go straight to my main man, Scott Turner. I put this on, I put some of this loss mostly on him because you have Brian Robinson getting it in, moving the pile, getting 8, 10, 12-yard runs at a time. And then on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, you're giving Curtis Samuel the ball. It makes no sense to me. You're doing flea flickers. Sometimes you just got to be basic, especially when it's the NFC East battle, a division battle in December with playoff implications. You got to just run the ball and simplify your game plan. And he tried to do too much, and it cost his team in the long run. I'm not even going to get into the pass interference at the end yet because, like JP Flynn just said, that wasn't what cost him the game. They still had to get the 2-point conversion, but that was a horrible no call that should have been called because if it was flipped on the other way, they damn sure would have called it. But
what's up?
What's going on, man? I know you.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to talk about the pass interference, I'll
try
definitely
not to be too upset because the destiny is still in their hands. They went out, they make the playoffs, but it was definitely a frustrating loss, especially after a frustrating tie 2 weeks ago. So, what are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, the pass interference is pretty bad. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get on the line of scrimmage to make sure that that first play should have worked. And I don't know if we should have gone for 2 the first time. We should have just gone for 1, and then we could have just gone for 1 here at the end. It's just these little plays. I just don't like chasing points in the third quarter. I just don't, and I know that's not, but we got him at 10 yards and twice in the end there, and it just didn't work out either time. It's very frustrating. I don't know how that's not called though. I know that's not why we lost the game, but like, give us another set of downs from the 1-yard line and let them still decide the game. It's not like you're giving them the touchdown. They still got to make the 2-point conversion anyway, but like, he couldn't even jump. He was holding him down. I mean, it was like a bear hug. I don't know. Some of those replays that they saw, and even Chris Collinsworth and the crew were saying that it should have been. And it's frustrating that I feel like these things happen to our team year after year, right? And it's just, but at the same time, we're still in 7th place. If we win out, we got a playoff.
It's a division game. The teams know each other. They played 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So I mean, it's a disappointing loss. It was a loss that
Well,
was
I'll be honest,
unfortunate.
Carol. I
It
didn't
was
get to watch
a
the
winnable
first half.
game, but you still got 3 games to play to put yourself in the playoffs. You got San Francisco with a rookie quarterback, and now you have 3 games of tape on that you can go back and refer to try to get him off his stuff with the team that they do, the way they play. You got Cleveland with Deshaun Watson who's just coming back, trying to get the rust off. Then you have Dallas who just clinched, so they might be resting their starters. So it's not as bleak and as bad as everybody thinks. And like I said, Scott Turner, he's had a streak of good games calling game plans. This one, not so much. But no coordinator is perfect. No coach is perfect. And you got to
So,
take the
Carol, I got a question for you, real quick, because I didn't see
go.
the first half, and they fell so far behind early on. I turned it on. I was like, I think this game is over, but I still stuck with it, even though that I was on satellite TV and it kept on going out, and like all the world's karma was like, go to sleep, don't watch this, and I kept on like persevering. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this ending no matter what. But like, I think that games in which we're closer at halftime, obviously we do much better. But why was it such a bad first half for them, especially when they had just seen this team and had a bye week, the week before?
Well, it was like I say, it was just penalties for one. They had a couple of penalties that started them out in the first half. Heineke, the one thing I did like was he started running the ball because I feel like he took that out of his game trying to be a pocket passer. And these teams are evenly matched. And Thibodeau or whatever, I think that's his name, he had a breakout first half. He was Lawrence Taylor called out the defense and he answered the bell. And he made some game changing plays that changed the momentum. That strip sack fumble, you can say that's the difference in the game. So I mean, it was an evenly matched game 2 weeks ago. The teams played each other tough. I said it was going to come down to the last possession, which most of these division games do. And unfortunately, it didn't go in our favor this time. So, I mean, like I said, we won 6 out of 7, had a nice winning streak going where things were going our way. So it was a little bit of adversity. That's what happens in the season. And now it's how you react to it. This team is a different team. This season isn't the same teams from before that people are commenting because I'm about to go into the comments. I see my favorite anti-fan Brittany's in their comments already with her gloom and doom. So yeah, I mean this is part of the football season. Now when they were winning 6 out of 7, y'all complain about Snyder, y'all complain about all this other stuff, and now when they lose, y'all back on you need to fire this person. Oh, this team sucks. We don't need to go to the playoffs. But when they were winning, when y'all was complaining about they weren't winning, you find something else to complain about. And then when they lose, see, it's the same old team. But when you going to celebrate when they win? When you going to celebrate Del Rio getting that defense up to top 5 in every category when y'all was complaining at the beginning of the season that, they're the same old team, their defense sucks. Del Rio's overrated, he's outdated, he needs to be gone. Y'all need to get a grip, man. Y'all need to really get a grip because y'all got problems, man.
I'm reading. I wrote through the comments. I have to say that the comment that we should switch quarterbacks at this place.
You gotta
No.
speak up a little bit, Robbie. You real low.
All right. Can you hear me better this way? I don't know why.
Barely. Go ahead.
But anyway, I was saying that some of the comments in the thing were saying that we should switch quarterbacks, but I don't think that that's the right play.
You saw when Wentz was in there.
No, they want Sam Howell.
I mean, after the first Eagles game, I feel like those 9 sacks, he was shell shocked because we saw after that he was throwing the ball early, hearing footsteps, and he was still learning the offense. Heineke knows the offense. As I said before, you got to take the good with the bad. He makes plays sometimes and he makes bad plays. Every quarterback is like that. Unfortunately, he didn't be able to bounce back this week like he normally does. He normally makes, some bad plays and makes up for it. That penalty on Terry when he asked the referee, was he on the line, and the referee, gave him a blah answer, that normally doesn't happen because receivers ask the line judge all the time, am I on the line to make sure it's a proper formation? And, it is what it is. But the team still has a chance to make the playoffs. And you never know what happens in the playoffs. But you want to think about the old teams and all that other stuff. That's cool, but that's not what it is. That's not what football is about. These players don't think about that stuff because they're athletes, and that's what happens when you don't know football and you think from a fan perspective. They don't care about the stuff y'all care about. They care about playing on the field and winning. That's what their goal is. So this was a loss. They're going to be frustrated. They're going to know they need to do better. They need to score more points. The defense need to force turnovers. They gave up 2 and didn't get any back. That's automatically the recipe for disaster. So this was a division battle in December for playoff position. You're not going to win them all. They won 6 out of 7. Come on, people. But let me get to some of these comments because I wasn't
Yeah.
planning on to stay too long. But I see we got some
Carol,
folks tuning in.
Carol, real quick, I'm going to jump off because I've got to scuba dive in 6 hours, but I'll post those on my page if people want to see that. But it's been fun. I'm happy that I got to call in from the Cayman Islands, which is definitely the farthest we've ever done a show together. But I hope that you have a good week, and let people know also if you're going to be doing a show in the upcoming weeks. I didn't know if you were going to with some of your time
looks
off.
like we're probably going to be taking off the next 2
Okay.
weeks. Most likely, because I'm still, on the grind tomorrow and then next week. I'll see, but I got some things in the works with some other stuff going on. So right now, most likely we'll be off to the new year. But
That's fine. I'll be back in the
if I
second week
do
of
go
January.
on,
But
if I do
I'm,
go want to do a pop-up show, I definitely post and talk about it. But right now, it's looking like we're probably going to, take it off to the new year, till 2023 get here.
sounds good. All right. I'll catch you later. I'll be in the comments, but I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. I'll see you later, Robbie.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, we got Brittany talking about we don't need to go to the playoffs. I've already addressed that. Jerome says season is over, Sam Howell time. Oh boy, see, how's the season over when you got 3 games and if you win the 3 games, you're in the playoffs? That's not season over. That means you're still in the hunt for a playoff spot. What about the line official telling the receiver that he was on the line? Yeah, like I said, I can't explain it. I'm not going to try to. It is what it is. It happened. It took the touchdown off the board. They would still had to get the 2-point conversion, but that was definitely a momentum killer and definitely put the nail in the coffin for the game. Let's see. Yeah, the loss clinched for the Cowboys, but that is what it is. They was already in a position to clinch it. It wasn't like they was gonna fall out of that joint after one loss. So it is what it is. He said you don't understand. What's up, Quans? I said don't understand how this official because the pick play pass interference on an offensive player, but when the DB does it, it's not pass interference. I can't explain that one either. Like I said, I'm never going to put it on the referees, but once again, they definitely had an influence on the game. I said in my pregame on At the Bar that I hope they wouldn't have an influence on this game. And like I said, I was hoping. But what can you do? Let's see. The referee blew the final call. Yeah, it definitely did suck. They didn't call that pass interference. Like I said, it was flipped on the other side. They definitely would have called the flag, threw the flag on us. Unfortunately, what can you do? It's happened over and over again. We've seen it. We've talked about it. They're going to probably send a letter to the team saying they missed the call. But what does that really do? Fortunately, there's nothing really you can do about it. Let's see. They do need to be gone. The league has passed them 5 years. Not sure what you're talking about, Brittany, on that one. Say Scott Turner's garbage. We went in despite. Okay, if you want to believe that, all right. If they went in despite him, that's a hell of a team where they can win despite offensive coordinator calling the plays and setting the game plan up. Let's see. We don't look ready. So you went 6 out of 7, jump your defense to the top 5. Offense had some good, had some bad, and improved from the beginning from a 1-4 start, and was one of the hottest teams in the league. They have one game that They didn't look as crisp as they had before, and wasn't able to make the bounce back like we seen on that winning streak. And all of a sudden, they don't look ready. I swear, y'all knee jerk folks, boy. I swear. I wonder if y'all want to get treated like the same way on y'all job when y'all make one mistake and they fire you or cut you or say you need to be gone because you didn't do your job the way you're supposed to do it. Nobody's perfect. Uh, let's see. What's up, Robbie? He said the question is they thought down by contact wasn't reviewable, but at least twice in the game was reviewed. I believe they changed that rule last year with down by contact is a reviewable play now. So yeah, that did change because a lot of folks complained about it not being able to be reviewed, and now I believe that and pass interference is now. Well, I think pass interference was on the books to be reviewable, but they didn't pass it. But they experimented with it. But we would have loved to have them looking at it now, but unfortunately can't do it. I said to me, the coaching staff is old school and the league has changed. So the coaching staff is old school, but by running the ball over 40 times, having time of possession plus 20 in those games by running the ball and playing solid defense, they won 6 out of 7. But because they're old school coaches who coach old school, they're what? They're still above 500. They still have a team that's playing hard for them and buying in and doing the things that they're trying to do to win and progress and develop. Like I said, I told you once before, I told you again, Brittany. Go to football coaching camp. It's free online through USA Football. Take those classes. It'll give you some perspective on what being a football coach really is about. Because I hate to say this, you have no idea what being a coach is about. In some aspects, you don't have no idea what being a fan is about. So take a step back and go look at it from a different perspective than your own. And your unrealistic expectations and goals, you get mad and frustrated because you make those. And then when they don't reach the goals that you set that are unrealistic, you want to talk trash about the team. I won't get it. I'll never get it. And on that note, I'm about to get out of here because I'm trying to stay politically correct. I'm trying not to snap on nobody tonight. But I know folks are irritated, so it's cool. I get it. But the season is not over. They're still in the playoff chase. Destiny is still in their own hands and in their control. So it's another week. They know they have to play better. They know if they want to make the playoffs, they got to do better. And that's what it comes down to. Either you have faith in the team and the coaching staff to get it right, or you don't. Simple as that. This isn't the same team. This isn't the same franchise. Things are changing. You can believe that or you don't. Your choice. But on that note, as I said, Sports OTHP are probably taking a hiatus until the new year. Stay tuned for pregame and postgame throughout the football season. I'm still come on and do my lives. And make sure you check out the website for any updates or anything, breaking news, anything that happens. You know, I'm going to post it. Check out the YouTube channel, Carol Porter III with 3 eyes, streaming live. I'm about to share this video today. I didn't go live from the laptop. Didn't feel like pulling it out. But like I say, stay optimistic, stay positive. It's not the end of the world. Season isn't over. Still in the playoff hunt, still in the playoff chase. All we gotta do is make it happen. CP3 live from the lab. Hail to the Commanders. DC Sports Out of Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do. And I'm out.